What if I told you that your city's garbage didn't have to be a problem, but could actually be its power source? Well, today we're taking a look at a town called Santa Lucia Catsumoguapa that is doing exactly that. We're going to dive into how they are turning what we all just throw away into clean energy and, real opportunities for their community. This is so much more than just waste management. It's about rewriting the future. I mean, can a town really run on its own trash? It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? A whole community just powering itself with its own garbage. It's a huge question, but what's so incredible is that there's a town out there that is already living the answer. And that answer is a resounding yes. In Santa Lucia, Catsumalguapa, it's a reality. Now, this isn't some little pilot program or just a cool idea on paper. No, this is a real working system. So, of course, the big question is, how on earth did they pull it off? Well, the story here doesn't start with some futuristic machine. It actually starts with people. Before a single piece of tech could be put in place, the real foundation had to be this unique kind of teamwork, a local partnership that was specifically designed to tackle a problem the whole community was facing. So, who were the key players? On one side, you've got the local government, the municipality, and on the other, a private tech company, Nanovo Santa Lucia. They came together and forged this pioneering agreement. You can really think of that agreement as the engine driving this entire project, perfectly blending public need with private sector innovation. Okay, so the partnership is locked in. Now we get to the really cool part, the technology. We're not talking about your standard landfill or, just another incinerator. Nope. What they're using is way more advanced and a whole lot cleaner. The secret sauce here is something called modular gasification, and the key phrase you really need to hang on to is without burning. See, instead of just setting trash on fire like a typical incinerator, this process uses super high heat in a low oxygen environment. This basically breaks the waste down chemically and turns it into a clean, usable gas. So how does it actually work? Let's break it down. Step 1. The waste gets heated in that low oxygen chamber, and that creates a synthetic gas. They call it syngas. Step 2, that syngas gets captured and cleaned up really well. And step 3, the clean gas is then used to power generators and create electricity. It's a pretty elegant and super efficient cycle, from trash to power. And the benefits here are just huge. I mean, look at that first point. It can treat waste without needing to separate it first. Just let that sink in for a sec. That means no need for massive, super expensive citywide recycling programs to make this work. That feature alone is a total game changer, saving a ton of money and effort. Plus, you get less landfill dependency, constant environmental monitoring, and a steady, reliable source of clean energy. It's a win-win-win. And this slide really puts the transformation into perspective, doesn't it? I mean, before, you had the traditional landfill. It takes up a ton of space, pollutes the air and water, and honestly, waste is just a liability, something you have to pay to get rid of. But now, with modular gasification, you've got a compact footprint, clean energy as the output, and waste? Well, waste becomes a valuable resource. It is a complete 180 in how we think about trash. But, the impact here goes way beyond just kilowatts and the power grid. A project this big creates these amazing ripples that spread through the whole community. It starts changing lives in ways that have very little to do with just energy and everything to do with people. First up, jobs. And we're not just talking about any old jobs. These are stable, skilled positions in a modern, high-tech facility. It's about giving local residents dignified work and real career paths right there in their own hometown. Then you've got this huge win for public health. Think about it. By getting rid of the need for those old open-air dumps and landfills, you're drastically cutting down on air and water pollution. And that has a direct, positive impact on the health and well-being of literally everyone who lives there. And this might be one of the most inspiring parts. The plant itself has turned into a kind of living classroom. It's a real, tangible, working example of sustainability in action. It's fostering a new level of environmental awareness for the whole community, from kids on school trips all the way to adults. So when you put all those pieces together, you really start to see the full picture. You've got the economic boost from new jobs, the public health benefits from a cleaner environment, and this amazing educational opportunity. These three things, they're not separate. They're the pillars holding up a total community transformation. And it all started just by thinking about trash in a smarter way. What's so powerful about this story is that it doesn't have to be a one-off. Santa Lucia serves as this incredible blueprint, a real, practical model that other towns and cities, maybe even yours, can look to as they figure out how to build their own sustainable futures.
This quote really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Every community that bets on sustainability is building the future. It's such a powerful reminder that every one of these choices, these big bets on new, sustainable ideas, that's what it's all about. It's fundamentally about building the world we all want to live in tomorrow.
And that really brings the question all the way back around to us. Right? The entire transformation in Santa Lucia began with one simple decision: to look at a problem in a completely different way. So, as we wrap this up, it's worth asking yourself, what are you willing to transform, starting today?